Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts, episode 205, 6. I'm Noah Ruiz, a designer here at Adafruit. Joining me every week is Mr. Pedro.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Pedro Ruiz, creative tech here at Adafruit, and every week we come to share 3D printing projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right. This is where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects for you folks. Speaking of which, thank you so much for joining us today. Let's go ahead and walk through the show, do some housekeeping. This is 3D Hangouts. We do the show every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We got a coupon code for you guys today. If you'd like to check out anything in the Adafruit shop, you can use coupon code WIRESTITCH and get 10% off your order. This works in everything in the shop except for gift certificates and AdaBox subscriptions. But everything else, printers included, you can use the deal on that. Very nice. 10% off on printers is a good deal. Also, we have some freebies. Go to adafruit.com/free. You can find out all the tiers for $9.99. You can get a half-size Perma Proto PCB for orders at $199 or more. You can get free ground shipping with UPS. Certain zip codes apply. And the last thing, I think it's $2.99. Get all that stuff plus the Circuit Playground Express.
Correct.
All supplies last. But again, check out the website, adafruit.com/free. You can see all the free things that are being offered.
Of course, while supplies last.
That's right. They've been lasting for a while, which is awesome.
That won't
Thank
be
you, partners.
with the upcoming holidays.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about same-day delivery in New York City. That is an option as well. Check out the website for that, for the fine folks in New York City. Certain zip codes apply. Moving on to CircuitPython. CircuitPython meetings happen every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, held by Scott Shawcroft, who is our lead CircuitPython developer, running the show, along with other fine folks like Katney and Dan, and many other fine folks. So thank you guys for hitting that up. It happens every Monday at 2 p.m. live on the Discord channel. Our Discord channel is up, open 24/7. It is up there right now. We're hanging out in there after the show, before the show. Discord.gg/Adafruit for the Discord. We are hanging out in the live broadcast channel right now. But there are plenty of other channels like 3D printing and more. Check those out. Talk about some newsletters. Adafruit Daily is the newsletter for the daily stuff. News and projects from the community. All that sort of stuff gets posted in the Adafruit Daily newsletters. So you check out the website, adafruitdaily.com, to opt into those. Also, newsletter for products. This happens once a week. Got a adafruit.com/newsletter for that one if you want to join on that one. The jobs board is back and open. Adafruit jobs board. Go to jobs.adafruit.com. Hopefully this works. Yeah, I have it loaded right here. I've been looking at it. There's some really nice new jobs. They're all full-time. We got some part-time, contract, freelance, all this sort of stuff. Things are happening all the time. And if you want to look for available for hire, there's a little link up here. And you can, I believe, see all the maker profiles of people who are posting up their job skills. We have some CAD folks, we have some engineers, we have some mechanical engineers. So check them out. And if you'd like to make your profile, it is free, no charge. You can just set one up and start posting your skills up so folks can see them and potentially do some projects for some monies, which is always a great thing. So again, check out jobs.adafruit.com for that and make your profile if you are a maker.
Good timing with the closing of the 3D Hubs little section for
yes.
third-party people.
So if you are a 3D Hubber and you'd like to get your services out there, go ahead and post up on Adafruit Jobs and let people know that you are available to take on some 3D parts to ship them to people. Okay, well that's the sort of housekeeping in the morning. Now we can move on to this week's project. If you head on over to the Adafruit Learning System, you can find out this week's project. It's a nice simple one that we've been meaning to do for a couple of years now, and we can finally got around to doing it. So tell us about it.
Yeah, so this is inspired by that really popular stick figure
Glowy Zoe. You might have seen a couple of years ago, made the rounds on the internet. It's a nice simple EL. Well, not really EL, it's more like LED strips.
Yeah, they did it with strips. We've done a couple of the projects with EL wire. You can check out any of the EL product pages and you'll see a ton of the projects that we've done there over the years. Yeah, we
sold tons of EL products. So check out adafruit.com/category 50. And you can see we got a ton of EL stuff.
Lots of really
strips
cool.
and panels that can be cut, inverters, splits, those sort of things, splitters, those sort of things. So for this project, we just used 2 strands, which are really cheap, and an inverter that has a sound-activated sort of feature.
We totally forgot to mention in the video, so if you go to the overhead, you can see that is a really cool effect. When you hear audio or you like stomping around, it will light up. You can kind of see it there. It's a little bit bright in here. You can see that it still lights up. You have controls on the side here to affect the sensitivity of it and the mode of it too, so you can have it stay completely on or switch over to the sound mode. It looks pretty good. So we're just using a whip stitch to attach all of this to the attire. Brandy actually did all of this work. We just sat there and recorded everything. The layout for the female connectors are just coming out of the pocket here, so you do want to make sure that you have a nice size pocket to fit all of your components. On the inside we have a 3D printed battery pocket. We have a 9-volt inside here, and it has 2 little tabs on the side. You can just sew this on to the inside of your pocket, and right next to it we have the inverter. You are unfortunately going to have to solder these together. These do come pre-stripped for you, so you just got to tin them, add some heat shrink to solder these guys up, and you should have enough length if you have different pocket areas to stick this in. So you do have, you are going to require a 4-in-1 inline splitter. You can kind of see it here. So everything's all dark black color. You can't really see it that well, but it does split out into 4 different female headers. So we have 2 of these poking through, so you can attach multiple EL wires.
Here's a good photo of it on the product page. It's PID 402, which means it's been in the store for a really long time.
Yeah.
It's pre-wired for you, which makes really nice, and it's the JST SM type of connector, which is what a lot of the EL strands, if not all of them, are already pre-wired with that.
You can also solder longer lengths together. We do have a detailed guide and video showing you how to actually strip, get the phosphor to connect to the little copper wire that's in there to get that to excite and illuminate.
That's right.
Like we were saying before, there's a ton of different projects you can do. We have like the Tron back there. We can have one where
wire signs, how to make
wire signs,
EL stocking. So it's not just for Halloween; it's for all festive holidays.
Yes, and I've seen a lot of people in like think like the car forums.
Look at the description for this one. Run a workshop with EL wire. So if you're in a makerspace, you want to. This is really nice. Follow that one.
It's a really good way to get attendees, people to sign up for those workshops. It's one of the
best ways to get a glowy going on. You don't have to worry about the microcontrollers or arduino. It just turns on if you wired it right.
So much so that I've seen in the car groups, a lot of people are actually installing these in the interior of their cars. So
that's a great way to do it too.
Cool future project for the Teslas there. So a cool way to hook those up. Had some nice illumination on the inside.
Yes.
Going over to the Learn guide.
Yes. So we got the parts for you, the 9 volts, the inverters, and the splitters.
So definitely take a look at any of the other products that are on there. The reason why we are using the sound inverter and the 4-in-1 is because that's all that we had in stock.
Yeah.
So definitely frequently check back. There are other enclosures that have the splitters already attached with the battery case inside. It is going to be a little bit more bigger. So if you do want to sort of split them up to keep the size down, because I did have my 5-year-old wear this, so there wasn't an advantage to that, to keep the parts nice and small so you can separate them, lay them out nice and flat, as opposed to having like a bigger enclosure for them.
Okay.
Yeah. Go with these parts here because they are in stock.
Yeah, more of a wearable in this one, so you're doing a sign, you want to have more power and stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Cool, so we got the parts that's for you. We got a couple of these still in stock, but they're kind of selling out quick this season and all.
Definitely grab that. Unfortunately, we are out of the 9-volt battery clip. You can use, I believe, like on Amazon. I'll have to link it. You can get, I think, for like $5, you can get like it was like 20 of them or something like that. But they are not going to be as sturdy as the ones that we sell. We have a nice thick plastic cover on the top.
When she brings it in the shop.
You are unfortunately going to have to cut off the 2.1 millimeter plug that is on that one side to
save it for
solder it on. Yeah.
For Cricut project.
9-volt battery, you can use a rechargeable one or an alkaline, and a 3D printer that is compatible with NinjaFlex or flexible materials. We're using our favorite one here, the Monoprice Inventor 2.
Yay.
Worked perfectly for these parts.
Excellent. Moving on to the circuit diagram.
Here's a little layout.
Nice job. You put this together just kind of show how the EL strand will flow through the attire?
Yeah, I kind of had an idea of how it would need to be laid out, but Brandy went ahead and figured out where the length of all of these to outline your arms and your
It's
torso.
cool. It's non-destructive, so none of these strips were cut or anything like that. They are as they were when we bought them. So that's good.
So just show a basic layout of where you want to lay out your pocket. Have the wires all joining into the center of where the body is, because you are connecting the pants to the shirt. If you scroll down, you can see the circuit diagram for our inverter, battery, and of course the 1 and 4 inline EL wires that we have there.
Yeah, and we were testing with just regular AA's, and it wasn't as bright, so that's why we went with the 9-volt. Because you can go up to 12 volts, I believe.
Yes, there are 2 different inverters. We're using the 6-volt one here.
Okay.
And if we jump over to the assembly or the 3D printing part of this, super simple. I don't think you need NinjaFlex, but it's definitely going to help out in terms of comfort, having a nice squishy case for your battery so you don't actually accidentally sit on it or anything like that. It will be protected and it'll feel comfortable when you are wearing it.
What's going on with this GIF?
Whoops, should have changed the
like
timing on it to
second.
2 seconds instead of 0.2.
0.2, yeah.
So we're using standard NinjaFlex, the 85A. TPU should work just fine, actually. I forgot to grab it. It is going to feel a little bit more thicker, but it should still work. So the Cheetah NinjaFlex should be pretty good. I did have, I added a bunch of fillets on the corners, so it should still feel nice and soft when you're wearing it.
Okay.
And just standard settings for that, about 30 millimeters a second, or 30 to 40 millimeters a second for the print speed, so you do want to slow it down when you're using the more elastic, flexible materials. And blue tape we have in the shop as well, really good for adhesion. And simple
because if we
removal.
don't use blue tape on the Inventor 2, it tends to fuse to the build tack type surface that is on there. So just throw some blue tape on there and you don't have to worry about it fusing. All right, cool. And again, that's just for NinjaFlex.
Super simple Fusion 360 files. It's just basically like a rectangle with a hole in it and the little tabs on the side, but you can adjust that if you want to adjust the tolerances, or if you're adding like 2 batteries or something like that. You can definitely adjust the timeline to adjust how that
the dimensions
and the sketches in there. And of course, a link to all of the CAD parts if you wanted to add anything else to it. You can always find all of the new CAD parts. They're uploaded every week. Check that out.
All right, on to the assembly. This is where we want to bring out our needle and thread.
Yes, definitely.
If you got some time,
project.
I would get some of that clear thread.
That's actually what we recommend. Yeah, this was
we didn't have any.
Yeah, we didn't have any, and it was easier to show.
But it didn't really
step by step.
It didn't really ruin the effect. In
it doesn't cover it too much. Yeah, only a little bit. Since we're shooting so wide, you weren't able to see. If you could zoom up close, though, you would see that.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend clear nylon or fishing string should work.
Fishing string. Yeah.
And we're just using a whip stitch. We link to definitions of how to actually do that.
Yeah.
It's basically just...
Before stitching, though, you just kind of, what is it, safety pins? You just
sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Yeah, so you definitely want to lay out all of your wire, make sure that you have an even distribution so that the female ends wind up right into the center of where the pocket's going to be. And make it a lot more easier for threading all of your wires through. And we're just using safety pins to tack everything down onto your material until you finalize where everything needs to get stitched down to.
Yeah. I think at some point, I remember Brandy sewed it where the position mattered, where it was being covered like in the inner leg, so you had to move it a little bit more.
Yeah.
So kind of be aware of where your hands are actually going to be. They're not going to be on the inside, they're going to be on the outside, or your leg's going to be here. Depends on what you're doing, but plan for, resewing it. Because I think she sewed it maybe twice or something.
Yeah.
Which is what you kind of do, as you don't have a reference in CAD to see where the curve is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Moving on to mounting the pocket, the battery pocket for this. So to lay this out a little bit more easier and more in terms of optimizing the wire length, we do have the inverter closer to the center of the pocket, and the battery pocket is more towards the outside, like the left side or whatever side you're wearing it, the outer, whatever's close to the pocket opening, so you can push the inverter more closer to the center.
Okay.
So we're just using the two sew tabs on the sides to attach to that. And then because we are using this sound inverter, it doesn't come with a battery plug or connection, just stripped wires, and so we're just using, we're just soldering the battery clip. It should be labeled which is the positive. There's like a little sticker that it comes with, but if it doesn't, we do write out what is positive. I think it's the one with the white wire. You kind of see it there. Not white, but like a little white stripe.
Yeah, there's a white dash on it.
Like dashes on it.
Line,
and there should be a little sticker that comes with it that indicates which is positive.
Okay.
Just take note of that, and we're just soldering those together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can do that too. Soldering that and using some heat shrink. Make sure you add the heat shrink before soldering that. And then super simple, inserting the clip onto the battery, and then we're just inserting that with the clip first, so that we sort of protect the connections once it's inside of the NinjaFlex pocket.
Okay.
To that, we will
connect the pants.
Connect the pants, make sure everything's all even, and power it up and see if everything all works. Cool. You can hide any excess EL wire inside of the pocket, so that's why it's very handy to have everything centralized. To complete it,
yeah, this is great. See,
Brent had the idea of using, the vinyl cutter and some felt to create this Jack Skellington little face mask here.
Yeah, size to fit a 5-year-old.
Yeah. So definitely measure your face for that. She cut out the felt using the rotary tool.
Get your own image, as there could be some
we can't
stuff.
really
you can find it
release
yourself.
This one. Yeah,
you don't want to get in trouble by Disney.
Yeah, you can definitely.
They own the rights to this. But anyway, it's
do a quick Google search for SVG for that.
If you're new to vinyl cutters, there's so many types of materials and fabrics. Being able to cut fabric is a fairly new thing, as we have a rotary blade that's meant to cut fabric.
It did take quite a while though, because
pad that you need that's proper for fabric. So any of the new vinyl cutter machines out there, especially the ones from Cricut, they have some nice new models out there that can do vinyl very well. Not just vinyl, sorry, felt, like this material here. The iron-on vinyl is something we sourced from 561 Vinyls. There's so many different types out there of retailers, online retailers that sell vinyl. They have this high-temperature vinyl that you can iron on, and it'll run through a couple washes. You can layer it on multiple things. There's glitter. There's UV reactive. This is the UV glow-in-the-dark
materials.
White. Yeah. And we got ourselves one of those from Cricut. Again, they make a heat press. They just released new heat presses that are bigger. So you're looking at like a 10 by 10 that just flatten it down. And,
It's make it a lot more easier.
Yeah.
So,
I gave a super quick rundown of this But
we'll make
no
a
sewing.
detailed
It's just like again.
This is actually just glued down.
It's heat
now.
adhered, and then that's the elastic rib band is just a headband that you can hot glue onto the sides. That's it. No sewing.
Yeah. For
that part, and it really completes the look.
Oh yeah.
Without the mask.
Definitely saves on EL wire in terms of having to loop it across like the Zoe ones
It looks
did.
the exact same type of glow. Like the intensity of the
they
glow
match.
is pretty matched.
Yeah, so I would have linked the green one, but I think we're out of stock for that. But you can find that there. Send it with a notification to get alerted when those do come back in stock. But yeah, the greens do match on this. Fortunately for the legs, I did have to use that orange one that I'm linking there, just because that's one of the only ones that was still in stock. So yeah, super simple, crafty project.
It was fun. You get their whole family involved. We got we got everybody in on it. It was fun.
So definitely good Halloween costume that, like you said in the video, has that built-in safety.
Oh yeah,
you can't see at night.
Might as well put another one in the back if we had enough. We put some in the back.
Yeah.
In the back of him, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Somebody, I think a comment was like, make some ribs. Like, yeah, you could go all out and make all sorts of details.
Yep.
Yeah.
We want it to be a skeleton. Panels on there too. Just
also,
glancing over at the comments too, it looks like John K says that he wants to soup up his truck.
Sweet.
With some
One of the things I noticed is that there's missing a sew here, just to kind of give the joints flexibility. I just noticed that. I was like, oh yeah, that's why she did that. Yeah, and she knew it too. Like, hey, there's going to be a lot of movement here in this arm, so don't sew it down. I guess.
I think she did to the knees as well on the pants too. So there is ample room for
movability.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sweet costume.
Check it out. While supplies last, of course.
I know it's like one of the first things that go.
Lots of other EL things as well, cutting ones. So
lots of really cool ideas.
Some EL chance. So if you want to pick up any of the EL stuff that we do have in stock, you can use coupon code WireStitch. Maybe you can wire stitch.
Super cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the project. There are tons of other great projects this week. And many other weeks, of course, on the Learn System. So check out the Learn System. We got a kind of a new look here, so you can check it out, browse the site, and let us know what you think. There's a quick look at the new layout. It's just kind of cleaner and more of a big image and stuff.
Yeah, so have the randomization each time you load. So
all right,
something different.
Let's jump into what are we prototyping?
This week we. Looking back at the spooky box we looked at, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or something like that. I think I showed off what the...
what's a spooky box and what is it?
Yeah, so inspired by one of those Halloween props that we saw at like Spirit, I think. It's one of those boxes where it has a motion sensor on it, sees you coming up close, and it just starts moving back and forth with the sound effects. Yeah.
It scares you. It's a box. It's moving. How does it do that?
Yeah, so I'm going to have it so where there's like a cam follower on the inside that's moving the box up and down.
It's a cardboard box, by the way.
Oh yeah, I think I showed the guts of this.
But it's a cardboard box.
Yeah, I showed the guts of this 3 weeks ago. But Lamar got me over some code, had some suggestions on parts to use. So we have a TT motor on the inside here. We have the 4 ohm 3 watt speaker, super loud.
Yeah, so this is the Adafruit Cricket, if you haven't noticed, with the Circuit Playground Express. I know it's obvious, but hey, I'd rather say it. PIR sensor is right over here.
Yes.
This PIR sensor connects directly to the signal channels that the Cricket has. Cricket's going to allow you to use sensors like the PIR sensor with motors, servos, and drives. So that's a lot of stuff. It can do 3 volts and 5 volts, which is great because that's what this guy needed. So if you're using the PRS sensor and you're trying to run off 3 volts and it doesn't seem to be working, try using the 5 volt pin on the NeoPixel. That's what we have here. That's what made this whole thing work.
Yeah, let's go ahead and turn it on and see what it actually does. So when it says motion through the PIR, it's going to have the motor turn on. It's going to go forward, backwards, and then play the audio effect. So if we go like, here's the thing, that. Oh, of course it's not working right now. There we go.
Okay.
As soon as you move over it, it'll activate the motor.
Sweet. So this is using the Cricket library and firmware for CircuitPython 3.0. So everything is written in CircuitPython. and it is really easy to change the code and throw different audio wave files. It's just playing native wave files
randomly, yeah.
Randomly, and it also uses random timing to create kind of this random motion in the motor, so it'll kind of go back and forth.
Yeah.
So yeah, right now it's just a cardboard box, prototyping it.
I want it to roll off the desk.
Yeah.
So I'm lifting it up there.
Right, and we'll be using some of our metal brackets that we have in the shop to really make it sturdy and be able to kind of carry its own weight, because it does have to do so. How are you powering this thing? I don't see the battery.
Oh, it's underneath here using one of the three AAA.
Okay, 3 AAAs.
I'm using the case that you made for this, so it
oh yes, it's a 3D
attaches
kind of bumper tray for that.
Yep, it just attaches to the bottom there.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the whole setup. The amplifier is built into the Cricut, so you get that audio. It's turned way down. Like, this thing is so loud that we had to turn it down, so it was really annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
Even the 5-year-old's like, "Shut up, Daddy." It's really funny.
But of course, it's going to be needed when you're outside and there's like trick-or-treaters going around everywhere.
Right.
Plus, because it's inside of a box, you kind of need it to be that loud.
Yeah, PR sensor is pretty cheap, and it has some built-in sensitivity pots on the side, trim pots that you can mess with. But it's about 20 feet away to detect somebody from the data sheet. And we also have a learn guide that talks all about the PR sensor and how to use it in Arduino and CircuitPython, that sort of stuff. So yeah.
So cool. We'll show this off next week, doing the assembly for that. But like I was saying, the second shaft here is going to have like a cam or something.
Yeah, to push the box
so
up.
It'll go up and down. I'm going to cut this little lid part off so that the it looks like the jaws chattering up and down. So
I think I'd like to see the NeoPixels do something other than just stay on. Maybe they can flash. But
yeah,
it's really cool that you got all these different things you can play with. And, you know.
There'll be a hole down there so the eyes will illuminate too.
So this will be the last Halloween project, I think. This will be next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, simple, little interactive box.
Montage the outside to make it look a little bit more rough.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a lot more.
A good mix of like artsy crafts and some 3D printing and some electronics.
Super fun, easy project.
NeoPixels. Yay.
Coder, of course, the thing that we really wanted was the PIR code, so it can do activate something when it detects motion.
That's right. Very sweet.
Cool. Continuing on with what are we prototyping? We got.
That's shop talk.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm prototyping.
Definitely want to stay tuned for this one. I think it's what everybody's been waiting for.
Cool. No internet problems yet so far. Excellent. This is a bike light. So there's a feather inside here with a battery and what else is a lot of wires and stuff, toggle switch, and one of these RGB buttons. So the point of this is that this mounts onto the framing of a bicycle, while this mounts to either the back or the front of the bicycle. So you have this sort of headlight that's kind of like a reflector type thing. It's a dual extruded print, so we're using this black filament and this transparent filament to kind of show this diffused effect here, where you have this sort of edge, glowing edge here. So really, really nice. I think I showed it off last week. Using a 24 NeoPixel ring and a 7 NeoPixel jewel, and all the wiring is kind of coming out from here. There's some tabs here that will attach to the bike framing. So we got these like 3D printed clips, and there's tons of holes here for all the wires to come out of, because that's sort of the best way I think to kind of mount this thing. I don't have a video to show of it working, but it fits on the bike, and I think we'll do some modes using this button. We'll probably be able to change like the cycle through different modes, maybe different animations or different solid colors or something like that. But it's just a fun kind of accessory for your bike or anything really. Using JST connectors here to kind of wire this to make it easy to disconnect, which is always nice. Again, it's a new type of feather enclosure, and the battery in here is a nice beefy one. It's a 2200 light bulb, so it has built-in charging with the feather, of course, so I can recharge the battery. There's a toggle switch. I really like this toggle switch. It's really easy to press and to use. A lot better than the little slide switch that we have. So that's it in a nutshell. There's not much to it other than this nice diffusion effect, and it prints without any supports, which is pretty excellent. And I think for props and things like that, maybe some sort of, I don't know, what else would it be?
Definitely the fusion for like a gun or something like that.
Yeah, it could be like a gun or something like that, but pretty neat. That's all it does for now. So this will be probably after the Spooky Box project. Just has a snap fit case like that, and then these kind of things here have this sort of T shape, and they kind of slot in here like that, and they can come out and you know, be attached with friction, and then you attach this to your bike frame with some hardware because there's a hole in there for the tabs. So yeah, that's kind of the thing I've been working on. Pretty fun. These we're going to use all of them right away. This is the prop maker wing. Really nice silk screen from Phil B. Some really nice typography here, giving you all the labels of everything. So you have access to the RGBW, or just the RGB, sorry, the RGB. Was it 3 watt LED support, and then the front here on the top. Let's see if we can focus. Yeah, we got the accelerometer right there. We have an onboard amplifier. We have with the trim pot, so you can adjust the volume.
Is it on manual focus?
No, I can't change it. It's on autofocus. I can't fix it though. There's also some strain relief holes for the RGB wiring. There are special pins for the switches here. There's one there and there's one there. For attaching a speaker, we're starting to use this Pico Blade JST adapter, which is really, really small but works really well. So we're starting to use that a lot. I can't focus, sorry. I just have to like stop and I'll just do a manual focus. There you go. Now don't have to worry about it. And then over here, this is my favorite part. This is a NeoPixel 3-pin JST. Is it male or female? Female adapter, or maybe it's a male adapter. That has everything you need. So it has the built-in capacitor and resistors for the NeoPixel strip, so we can power a ton of NeoPixel strips. Yay! So yeah, it's a feather wing. It's designed to fit feathers, but it could also be connected to other things. So yeah, so this is going to be really nice. I think it's going to help with a lot of different projects, not just prop projects. We also have another one that we wanted to do in collaboration with Brent, who's on the IoT team. We wanted to make a cool kind of timer thing that uses the accelerometer. We need sound effects, and we need lights. That's what the prop maker wing is. We need... Huh? Did our thing broke? Internet broke? Huh. I got a Facebook warning. It says, it just completely destroyed the site. So that's the prop maker wing. We'll let Lamar talk about it tonight because she designed it. But it's really, really cool to work on a project with a new product and kind of be on top of it where we have it before it's released. So it's nice. Sweet. So there you go. Prop maker wing. It's happening. It's here. Shop talk. Did I miss anything?
I think you got it all.
Yeah. Did we lose the internet, or is it? Just...
It looks like right at the beginning it might have been kind of laggy, but looking at the connection health on Wirecast, looks like it's okay.
It's just odd that the Facebook site is completely refreshed, so I don't have access to turn the stream off through Facebook. Are you watching? Yeah, it's on there.
It's live on Facebook.
Yeah.
Or
I think
on
you
YouTube.
can end it since you are logged into the account. Yeah, the stream stuff always breaks, guys, so that's why nobody does shows, because they always break. All right, let's move on to Community Makes. We got a Timelapse Tuesday. Are you good, Pedro?
Yes.
All right. So let's look at the Timelapse Tuesday video while you grab all the things. The Timelapse Tuesday is a design from the person that's here. This is the person. The person's name is about to show up. His name is Edward.
From Australia.
From Australia. Thank you, Edward from Australia. Giant posable spider from Australia.
I wonder where you got that idea from.
This is incredible. So Pedro printed this like with no supports and as big as he possibly could.
Actually, no, this is 1-to-1. So all the parts are small enough to fit in a bed. It's because you're combining them all together that they create this huge spider. I don't know what type of spider it is, but it's huge, scary, arachnid-looking spider.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody's happy that I did not print it in a darker color because it would definitely look too real, too scary.
Yeah, it's like an ice spider.
Yeah, we wanted to test out this
spider
filament.
So what is the filament?
This is from Filamentum. I forget the name of it. It's blue something, blue ice. But yeah, the parts, really good tolerances on all of the leg parts, so they just snap right in. And nice posability on these
Not that many parts is what we try to stay away from, like something that has like 100 parts.
Yeah, the only thing that was repeatable parts is just the legs. 3 sections of legs. You got the abdomen, thorax. That's pretty much it. You even have like a little spot here to attach to something.
Yeah.
The only things that I edited was the actual, what is the thorax, right?
Yeah.
The butt area here. So took it inside a mesh mixer and hollowed it out because you don't need all that support material in there. I wanted to make sure that it was nice and light so it could support itself when you pose this. And does a pretty good job of posing.
Yeah,
so.
The joints are sort of the socket joints. They tend to hold up.
Ball and socket. Go in there, you can move these around. I have nice detail on like for post-processing, painting all this up. If you actually look at his make on Thingiverse, he did an excellent job of doing some painting on it.
Yeah, it looks pretty scary.
That looks terrifying.
Sorry to everybody who's afraid of spiders. So there's the thing files.
Even though it is like a low poly file, it looks pretty high resolution once you print it out because of the size.
Especially in this transparent material, which we have here. This is the material. It's called PLA Crystal Clear. It's from a company called Filamentum. That's what it looks like. It comes in 285 and 175. You can source it yourself. So that's the filament we used.
I like how huge this thing is. You can like wear it like a hat.
Yeah.
Ah.
Sorry, let me go over here. Matches your blue shirt.
I know. So you could put some servos or something in there. That'd be pretty awesome. There is plenty of room on the thorax for that.
Yeah.
Or if you're into spiders, it's like a cute.
Make his legs move.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they're tough.
Yeah.
Oh, those joints are tough.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Excellent tolerance on
So shout out to the designer, Audrey2 username, but Edward on the name.
Yeah.
Here's another photo of it.
Yeah, that looks terrifying, don't it?
That looks terrifying. Not huge.
Yeah, it's a spider hat.
Yeah, and a couple makes, I believe. We'll post a make maybe later. All right, cool. Excellent. Well, we got some other ones. We'll run through them real quick. This is an Octoprint case. This is a case for the Raspberry Pi and the one of the Pi TFT displays. This one was optimized to fit a Prusa printer, which works really well. It looks really nice. Nice photo. Thank you to Most Excellent Industries for posting this. All right, next one is a Halloween case with improved attachment by Peanut Butter. So Peanut Butter on Thingiverse posted this up, and they said they wanted to do that. So there you go. Free to upload and remix if you'd like. We got another one. This is the Pumpkin Skull remix. We remixed the Pumpkin Skull, and this person printed it out and put some googly eyes on it. Did a little bit of painting as well. You're welcome. Printed on a Creality Ender 3.
It's pretty good. I like the googly eye addition to that.
That's great. We got a remix to the crown. It's a crown jewel for the Bowsit's crown that we put together. So it's just like this little accessory add-on to kind of make it more like a crown with these little pointy things. He did it because it was for small children, so he didn't want those hard edges, and he's not using NinjaFlex, so making your own kind of decorative piece to kind of make it safer for kids. That's really nice.
Cool. And I can see the elastic part there on the side. Really cool.
We got a mini Commodore PET remix for the High Let Go 1.3 I2C display. So just kind of remixing this little thing. If you don't know what this is, it's kind of hard to see in the photo, so I'll just go to the source and show you that we made a little mini Commodore PET
Super cute.
a while ago. There's Adabot using it or something. Yeah, very fun. We got another one. This is a cable holder for the Tesla car charging conduit straddling. This gentleman here took the design and added these screw holes so you can attach it to the wall next to this outlet here for charging his Tesla or her Tesla. Very nice. Good remix. Seasonal. Here's Link's Highland Shield make. Really nice one. Scaled down to 75%. Printed on a Prusa i3 MK3 for this person's son's Halloween costume.
Nice.
Very cool.
I like the addition of the Highland sword to that.
Yes. Very nice job on the post-processing.
Yeah, I like how he did the seams on it.
That's great.
Almost seamless.
Yeah. Excellent. Pygirl 2, posted. Very nice. It's always fun to see these. Printed on the Ender 3. Excellent. And the last one we have is a weather station with the ESP8266. There's a nice make of it. Everyone loves this project. It's a very useful one. And yeah, so here's some stuff here. Excellent. Thank you, everybody, for posting your makes. If you would like to share your projects with us, you can do so by hitting us up on any of the social channels or emailing support@adafruit.com. We really appreciate all you guys posting makes and making projects. Excellent. Well, we're near the end of the show, and that's good. So be sure to use coupon code WireStitch if you're checking anything out today. Be on the lookout tonight. Hopefully the prop maker wing goes live. If not, it's fine. There's maybe some other stuff, secret stuff in the works.
Oh yeah, fun. There's always plenty of secret things that fall out of the vault. You guys want to check that out? Tune in to tonight, right after Show and Tell.
Yeah, so Show and Tell, if you want to share your projects with the world and Lamarville, you can do so by hitting us up on the YouTubes and Discord. Discord's probably the place to be.
Yep.
But at 7:30 p.m., we'll drop in the invite link in the Discord channel so you can join on the Show and Tell and show your project.
You'll win an awesome UV sticker.
Yeah.
Really check that out to show off your cool projects to the world.
That's right.
Right after that, Ask an Engineer, full hour of Lamar and Phil talking about all the cool things happening in the world of makers. Of course, the prop maker wing and any other cool behind the scenes stuff that's going on.
And a coupon code as well. If you missed this one, you get another one.
Yep.
And if you missed today, you can get another one tomorrow with John Parks. John Parks' workshop is live on Thursdays at 4 p.m. So be sure to tune in to that. Watch John Park build something live and do some make code minutes. All that and much, much more. Yeah.
Always awesome projects going on.
Sweet. Well, we really appreciate you guys supporting the family, the Adafruit family. Everybody's working hard to make the things, so we appreciate
all
everybody's
awesome
orders. They really help out. Yeah.
Last time, coupon code, make sure. Expires at 11:59 p.m. tonight.
Cool. Yeah, we can take some questions now, I guess. First one was, where's the Discord? Discord is right over here. This is where the Discord is. I'm going to post the link to the YouTube chat. Discord.gg/Adafruit. Prop wing and hollow wing together? You would have two accelerometers, because the hollow wing already has an accelerometer. The hollow wing also has an amp on it, too. Yeah, I don't know how that would work. I guess it would work. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I think the prop wing is more like when you want to add it to a feather. Let's say you want your feather to have, I don't know, maybe an ESP module or a Bluetooth Wi-Fi, like a Wint 500 module on it. If you wanted some Bluetooth, you could use the NRF52 and the prop wing. I think that's what we plan to do with Brent's project, is to use the prop maker wing and the NRF52 so it can be Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. I don't know. Okay. We'll see.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some use cases of the prop wing that we don't even know of yet.
Yeah.
Because again, if you want something with motion, you know, you want something with accelerometer, you want something with sound effects, you want something with the onboard flash, you get that.
Yeah, the only way to do that right now is with like a teensy, which is going to be a little bit annoying.
Yeah, it's a little different.
It's definitely what we're targeting to replace.
Yeah, the original Saber project was going to be like 5 boards. Like imagine you get your trinket, now get your LiPo charger, now get your amplifier, now get your sound effects board, now get your accelerometer. So you have all these boards, and it was like I wired them up, and I was like, all right, let's move forward. You know, you had all this stuff even on a proto wing. It took a lot of. Okay, I'm talking too much. I will see you guys later tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and don't forget to make a great day.
Thanks for joining, guys.
Now here's a fail.
We got some noodles.
Yeah, it's like a ramen print. It's like moving with it. Spaghetti monster. Why are we using Kapton tape? Oh, this was ABS. Yeah. I think I forgot to turn the heat bed on or something. That bottle of acetone is so dangerous there. All right, folks. See you tonight.
See you next week.
Thanks. Bye.